And one focus question. Oops, I have to turn this around. Oops. There we go. All right, ready to go. Yes, we're live. Just waiting for folks. Hi guys, anybody here? Say hello, tell us where you're from. All right. So we're just gonna wait for a few more people to show up, guys. So this is a Super Chat live stream. And if this is the first time that you're here watching this, if you'd like a mini reading today, it's being offered at a discounted rate of a minimum Super Chat of $9.99. On my website, mini readings range from anywhere from $35 to $75. So it really gives you an opportunity to grab some advice for not a whole lot. And towards the end of this live stream, I'll give folks who stick around to the end the opportunity for a $4.99 super chat, giving you a one card pull for a yes no answer. And I'll repeat that as we get more folks coming through here. Thank you for being here, for showing up. Hi Davina, thank you for tuning in. Hi Elizabeth, thank you for being here. So we'll wait for a few more people. Maybe give it about 3-4 minutes or so. So for those just tuning in, this is a Super Chat live stream, giving everyone that's here the opportunity to get a mini reading today. And it's being offered at a discounted rate of a minimum Super Chat of $9.99. And on my website, it's definitely a lot more. Hi, Kim. So towards the end, as I mentioned, for those that just tuned in, a $4.99 Super Chat can get you a one card pull from my Yes No Oracle. So your question has to be able to be answered with simply a yes no response. Okay, so for those that are interested in just a simple answer, we'll be doing that towards the end of today's live stream. And anyone that I don't get to as far as getting a mini reading today, so after the live stream is over, we'll probably be live for about an hour or so. You can email us at celestialforecasts@gmail.com. Okay, your subject line needs to be Super Chat mini reading, and then just let me know the names, sun signs, brief background, and one simple question for your Super Chat mini. And you'll receive your reading link within 5 business days, excluding weekends. You're right, Kim, I agree. Absolutely. So we'll get started in a couple of minutes. Okay. And my daughter Cameron is here helping out. She'll be monitoring the comments, getting rid of any trolls if we have any. So start submitting your questions. So we're needing names, sun signs, brief background, and one simple question for your mini reading. All right, so we'll start in a couple of minutes, guys. So let us know where you guys are tuning in from. Plan on doing these every Wednesday. So again, it is a Super Chat live stream. The ones that I do on Thursday, it's more of a general reading live stream. and I choose 2 people at the end of that live stream. So that's tomorrow. There's been a time change for that. Oh, NorCal, hello, hello. We're in SoCal. Vermont, fantastic. Thank you for tuning in, Kim. So yeah, the ones on Thursdays, more of a general reading. The ones on Wednesdays, it's a personal mini that you can obtain. Valley in Northern California, fantastic. Very nice. Hope the weather is good where you guys are at. Here, it tends to be super hot. We're in the valley. So last week we were actually in the hundreds. Scotland, Diana, hi. Oh, born in Carlsbad, raised in Vermont, fantastic. Katie, Kirsten, hi Kirsten, from Queensland. I only get to read like little bits on my phone here, but my daughter sees the whole thing. It's on the laptop. All right, so I'm going to wait for any submissions for mini readings here. From Missouri, hi Trish. Hi Donna. Thank you for tuning in. Trish, Katie, so glad you guys are here. Trish, okay, if you'd like a mini reading today, we're accepting them at a super chat of at least $9.99. And then towards the end, we'll do $4.99 super chats for a 1-card pull. Mid-80s, not too bad. Okay, that's good. Yeah, we've had them over 100 degrees over here this past week. All right. So I've got all sorts of decks here. Last week we took a lot of readings focused on the Divine Masculine, but I had one person who was interested in a career mini reading, so you guys can do that too. It's totally up to you what questions you have today, and that's going to be basically the direction of today's live stream. All right, Kim. So my daughter will note down everything that you're submitting, and then we'll get to your reading. Hi, Cheryl. Very humid in Philadelphia. It's more of a dry heat where we're at. It's, yeah, we're in the Van Nuys area, San Fernando. Hi from London. Thank you for tuning in. My husband was actually born in Colchester, so he's got family in the UK. Thank you for watching. So yeah, guys, so for today, the way it works is if you want a mini reading, it's for a super chat, okay? So at least a $9.99 super chat will get you a mini reading today. So if we don't actually get any submissions today, then I'll probably just cut it short to a 30-minute live stream, giving folks a chance to submit stuff. Otherwise, you know, you can definitely tune in on Thursday for a more general live stream. Yeah. Yep, definitely include your focus questions, guys, if you are interested in a mini reading. Davina, for the mini reading, all I need is the names of whoever I'm focused on, sun signs, a brief background on your situation, and one simple question that you want me to look into. And then we can get started and get into the messages. Super Chat Wednesdays. So yeah, we'll be doing these every Wednesday. And the duration of the live stream really depends on how many people show up and how many people are requesting mini readings at that time. Anybody that I don't get to will have to submit their information to my team. We'll let you guys know all of that info at the end of the live stream. Yes, correct, Davina. Anybody new tuning in? Hi guys. Let us know where you're watching from. So this is Super Chat live stream, which means you can get a personalized mini reading today at a discounted rate as long as your Super Chat is at least $9.99. Towards the end, you guys can have a 1-card pull, a yes/no card response for a $4.99 Super Chat. You might want to take a picture of that before it disappears. All right, Elizabeth, we'll get to your question in a second. All right. Okay, Elizabeth. Sun, Cancer, Moon, Scorpio, Rising, Aries, Oscar, Gabriel, Cervantes, Sun, Aquarius, Moon, Cancer, Rising, Cancer, whatever Spirit has for us in this new part of our journey. Okay, sure. Let's take a look and see what's going on there. Okay, so let me just... All right, so Cancer and... All right. Let's take a look at that and see what's going on. So Cameron, your phone doesn't close up, right? All right, so Elizabeth, taking a look at your situation with Oscar. Angels and spirit guides, please. What can you tell us about this connection? What is Oscar's energy at this point? Picking up off of, I'll be focusing on sun signs, so Aquarius, and the connection with Elizabeth. Cancer. All right, so let's take a look at Oscar's energies here, Elizabeth. That's actually a really nice energy for him, powerful. So this is somebody who believes in himself. Maybe, is he career driven? Is he somebody that's very motivated to make something of himself? Look at this. We've got the soulmate card coming through. And then we've got intimacy presenting itself. We do have the elusive card coming up right next to it. All right, so what is that telling us here? First of all, it's coming through as a very strong soul bond that you guys share. Maybe he can be very charming at times, but I don't know if you've actually picked up off of him being elusive, meaning that he doesn't always make himself available to you. This could be something as simple as you text him, or you're trying to reach him, or you're trying to call him, and he doesn't always respond very quickly. It's either that, or as the relationship unfolds, maybe he might tend to do that. The intimacy, of course, picking up off of the sexual connection, the chemistry, the attraction. All right, so let's see what else we can pick up off of the energy for the two of you. Angels and spirit guides, please, focusing on Elizabeth, Cancer Sun, and Oscar Aquarius. All right. So you mentioned new part of your journey together. All right, so we do have the Seven of Wands. So the Seven of Wands, as we can see, the key word there is protective. So I don't know if Oscar has, for example, experienced past heartbreak or disappointments in his life. That could be somebody or a part of his energy where he can be a little bit guarded sometimes. Not that he doesn't care for you or is attracted to you and loves you. He certainly could. And if you guys have had any issues in the relationship, I feel he likes to be more in control of the situation. He likes to call the shots. Sometimes he can be on the defensive side. Let's just say if you guys get into arguments, things of that nature. But it's also telling us, however, that when the going gets tough, he's not one to give up on the relationship. Let's see what else. Cash App, I'm not quite sure how that works on YouTube. You could try that. I believe, I forget what my Cash App handle is. You could go onto my website. Sorry guys, give me just 1 second. Someone's asking a question here. Go onto my website, onto the book a reading page, and there's... No, you need to open up a new window. Go to my website, right here. Sorry guys, right here. Book a reading, and then book a reading. Sorry Elizabeth, give me 1 second. Request, and then there you go. Okay. Sorry for that delay. 1 second. All right, so here we go, Elizabeth. I need you to get me in. Let's see what else is going on in the connection here. We've got sevens popping up here. So sevens, it's interesting because it could be tapped into believing in the relationship, having faith that whatever you guys go through, it's ultimately going to work itself out. Seven of Pentacles, it's about the rewards that the two of you can ultimately receive in this partnership as long as you guys are both fully invested. And let's just say you're hoping for marriage or for you guys to really be together for the rest of your lives. That can be possible, okay? It's totally possible, but it's going to take a little bit of time for that to manifest itself. You've got the Ace of Cups coming through, so these are great cards actually. We've got the Fool, giving you guys a new chapter in love, okay? So this is one of those situations where it can represent, as you mentioned, part of your verbiage, a new part of your journey. Well, here it is. Now, if he's a little bit apprehensive to take things in that direction, I feel eventually he will, because this right here represents ultimately some pretty good times ahead for the two of you. Some changes, good changes. This is a new chapter in love, I feel, for you and Oscar, Elizabeth. So it looks pretty good. Are you guys going through some sort of separation, or have you in the past? So Cameron, let me know what her response is.
I think she said, yes, he has very much had past unloyal females.
Okay.
It has made it difficult for me as a solid wife, but I do love and believe in our marriage.
Okay, so you guys are married. Okay, so this is giving you guys the opportunity to start again, you know, like a clean slate. And if part of the reason why this elusive energy is coming through is because he's been talking to other people, if there has been infidelity in the relationship, you guys can ultimately overcome that. And maybe this Seven of Wands is your own energy where you are protecting your heart space because you don't want to end up getting hurt, you know. And you guys have clearly shared some amazing times together, the happy memories. And I feel if you guys can ultimately just get onto the same page and having the same idea and vision as to what it is that you guys want moving forward, then absolutely this can work out. You also have the World card right here. So whatever challenges and difficulties you guys might have had, that cycle needs to phase out. That cycle needs to complete in order for this new chapter to come in where everything else can ultimately work itself out between the two of you. But instinctively, what I'm feeling here, Elizabeth, is that there's a really good chance that you and Oscar can still have a beautiful future together and overcome whatever struggles you guys have. This soul bond right here, it's coming through as a very strong connection. Okay, so I'll leave it there. Thank you so much for your super chat. All right, guys, so who is next? And hopefully that helps you out. All right, camera in. Anyone else? So if you just joined us, guys, this is a super chat live stream. So if you're interested in a mini reading here today, it's being offered at a discounted rate of a minimum super chat of $9.99. Towards the end of today's live stream, we're offering $4.99 super chat, which gives you a 1-card pull for a yes/no response. Yes/no answer to your question.
Well, do we have a cash app, do you?
Okay. Oh, no worries, Kim. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you for being here. All right, so Davina, you submitted a cash app, so I'm just waiting for your information, and then we'll get into it.
So she's a Capricorn, and then Christopher Locke is a Libra.
Can you write that down, please? Because otherwise Okay, so we'll get to your reading. And if you're just tuning in, hello, hello. So we're probably on the air for until 1. And if I miss anybody, we'll definitely give you instructions towards the end as to how to submit your information and receive your mini reading via email. It'll be a private link that you will be able to access at any time. So super chat live stream every Wednesday. Do you have her info? What's going on?
I just don't know what she's going to say.
All right. I'm going to leave my desk 1 second, guys, so I could just follow up on that reading.
And
A cash up you, Divine Martin, Capricorn, Lock, Libra, and we just started dating. Know what's in store for us. Davina, if you could just double check the information you submitted. We're not quite sure what your question is. Write what you can.
Yeah. Just start dating.
Okay. Tear that page. I need it. Okay. All right, so Davina, you are Capricorn. Christopher is a Libra, and you guys just started dating. So let's take a look at Christopher's energies here. So my daughter's just waiting for you to kind of rephrase the question. Thank you, Rabia. Thank you for tuning in.
She couldn't pay on her side of the world. They don't have the option.
What's that?
Where she's located, Rabia, like they don't have to pay.
No worries. I'm not focusing on that. Move on. So we're focusing on Divina. Oh, she's not responding. Okay. Divina, are you still here? Let us know. Otherwise, I can move on to the next person if anybody has a question that you need answered. So yeah, we're just pretty much chilling here until somebody is interested in a super chat mini reading. Let us know where you're watching from. It's always nice to see where everybody's tuning in from. Divina, you still here? Divina Martinez. Cameron? No? Okay. Yep. Anyone else? No? Okay. Thank you, Elizabeth. Thank you for tuning in. So we'll give Divina maybe a few more minutes, and if no one else, then we'll probably just wrap it up. Oh, that's too bad. I really wanted to look into her situation, but you know, need interaction. Divina Martinez. Yeah, maybe she tuned out. I'm not sure. And if anybody has a yes/no question, we'll probably start that now since I'm... Oh, there we go. Okay. Marcia?
Yeah, Marcia.
Is it Marcia or Marcia? I don't want to butcher your name here. All right, I'm just waiting for your information here, and then we'll get started on your reading. Can you take a screenshot of that one? Make sure it doesn't turn off.
Okay.
All right, let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so I'm assuming it's pronounced Marcia. Okay, Sun Cancer and James, Sun Virgo, straight out of Michigan. What's that? Okay. Straight out of Michigan, whatever spirit wants me to know. Okay. So let's take a look at James's energy here. See what's going on. Angels and spirit guides, please focusing on James, Virgo. Welcome from Michigan. All right, Spirit, what do you want us to know regarding James's energy right now and the connection with Marcia? Sun, Cancer. Okay, let's see. James. So we have karmic partner coming through here. Interesting how it's right next to defeated. But look at these next two cards. We have divine partnership. We have sacred union. Okay. And that's followed by agreement. Whenever I see these two cards right next to each other, it reminds me of a marriage contract. So obviously, if you don't represent a karmic partner in his life, Marcia, then this might ultimately represent an ex that he might have been with. Maybe part of that defeated energy is that, you know, there's nothing he can do about it. It's a thing of his past, but maybe it's still affecting him energetically. If that's the case, then he needs to be able to heal that part of himself. Not that that's your job to be able to do that. He needs to be able to figure that out on his own. This could be how he actually sees you. You know, a divine partner, somebody that he really sees a future with, somebody that he could get married to someday. Maybe he sees you as a soulmate. He could even be feeling that this might be a possible twin flame connection. So let's get into some tarot here and see what we can pick up here. Angels and spirit guides, please focusing on the connection between Marcia, Cancer, and James, Virgo. All right, so let's take a look and see what spirit has to share here. And feel free to comment, let us know if any of this makes sense. Because this for me can kind of represent an ex who might not have been very good for him. Could have been a very troubling relationship where he just feels defeated. Look at this, we do have that hangman energy, so I wouldn't be surprised if he lets someone go from his past because they just either weren't compatible or there were some challenges there. Heartbreak right here, Three of Swords. Could have been a love triangle, could have been a third-party situation. If that's not a part of the story, then he's had his heart broken before. And you could represent the new beginning for him, you know, through this clarity. And he might have cut this person out of his life in order to find happiness with you. Hope that makes sense. And then we've got the Chariot right here. And then we've got the Nine of Cups. We also have the Eight of Wands. So what is that telling us? This is basically letting us know when it comes to your connection with James that it has the capability to be a beautiful partnership. Whatever struggles he's been through or whatever struggles maybe you guys have both been through, you will overcome it. It does seem that this is one of those sacred unions, as we can see, divine partnerships that really is very compatible. It's a wish come true, a dream come true. And if things maybe have either been moving slowly or it just has been stagnant between the two of you, it does seem here that it's going to be picking up and ultimately turning into a really happy love connection for the two of you. There could be a future marriage here between you and James, Marcia, or a very committed partnership that ultimately is very happy. So that looks really good the way that's presenting itself here. Past heartbreak needs healing or challenging times that either of you have either experienced with other people or together. If it wasn't between the two of you, then there's some healing that needs to happen here, probably on James's behalf, but you might be able to relate to that for yourself. The reason why I say James's behalf is because this deck right here is focusing on his divine masculine energy. Okay, but ultimately it looks really good as to how this is all going to unfold. All right, so I'll leave that there. Thank you so much for your super chat. Much appreciated. All right, Cam, anybody else?
Yes. Cynthia.
Okay.
Should I allow for a party to arrive organically, or should I use
Okay. Okay, just... Okay, Cynthia, should I allow for a partner to arrive organically, or should I... Oh, I see. Okay. Okay, so Cynthia, all right, so I'm assuming based off of this you're single. Can you please provide us with your sun sign? And then Scorpion Goddess, you're next. All right, so I'm just waiting on Cynthia's information. So Cynthia, let's grab some possible names and zodiacs that you could attract your way.
Oh, what do you see as far as how I will meet him?
Okay,
I guess
is there a sun sign?
Sagittarius.
So Cynthia, you're Sagittarius?
And how will I meet my person?
Okay. How will you meet your person? Okay. Okay, let's take a look, right? So let's grab some letters here. That could be a possibility as to who your ideal mate could be. This is something that I do often for the mini readings on TikTok as well as the shorts. So let's go ahead and see. Letters that could represent a future connection. H. And some of these letters could even be significant of people that are already in your life. Maybe you don't even see them as a romantic interest, but things could change. We have a Q right here. We have a P. Let's grab a couple more letters for you, and then we'll grab some zodiacs. So we've got L, bottom of the deck is an A. So give it a little bit of time to unfold and see who actually comes in. Some of these letters might play a role later on down the line. So let's grab some zodiacs as to who you could ultimately attract. And then we'll grab some tarot, of course, to see what the advice is. You could connect with a Libra. We've got Pisces. I like to grab a half a dozen signs for single. So we've got Virgo. Could be Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. We've got Taurus coming through. Let's grab a couple more for you. We have Cancer. And check it out, bottom of the deck, we have Sagittarius. So you might even connect with a fellow Sagittarian. So again, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus when it comes to these zodiacs. So let's grab some possibilities here, some descriptions, and then we'll grab some tarot. Okay. How will you meet this person? Let's find out. For Cynthia, Sagittarius. A dear friend will introduce you to your future love. Isn't that interesting? So it might be one of those things where you might want to just relax and just enjoy being single in the meantime, and you will make this love connection when the time is right, and it's going to come through one of your dear friends. Okay, let's see what else. Your person will tell you and show you how much they love you each and every day. So this is somebody who will appreciate you, who has the capability to truly love you. Your person loves you with all their heart. Okay, beautiful messages. Let's grab maybe 3 more, and then we'll grab some tarot. Perfect teeth, beautiful smile. This person could also be very successful, have their own business. They could be an entrepreneur. Let's grab one more card here. They could have dark hair and brown or hazel eyes. So it does seem here, Cynthia, you have the capability of making a love connection through your circle of friends. And this might have the capability to really be your love of a lifetime. So let's grab some tarot here for you and see what else we can find out. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Sagittarius, for Cynthia. All right, here we go. So, in answer to your question, should you allow it to happen organically, or should you use a dating app? Just based off of what has come through, if you really are meant to make a love connection through your circle of friends, then I say focus on yourself right now, your self-care, self-love, and this love connection will present itself to you when the time is right. So let's see what else we can find out through some tarot messages here. Angels and spirit guides, please. For Cynthia, Sagittarius. Look at this, 2 of Cups, you see? You're destined to make that love connection. It might ultimately lead towards marriage here for you, Cynthia. So even though, let's just say you haven't had the best of luck in love and romance, that's going to turn around for you. Okay, so the High Priestess, that's a part of your own divine feminine energy. Trust your heart, trust your intuition with the people that you ultimately do meet, because you're going to run into people that aren't the best choice for you, and you need to make wiser choices in order to be able to manifest somebody who can be in this energy of the 2 of Cups. This represents your ideal mate. This is somebody that you can come into union with, get married to someday, have a family if that's something you're interested in, your ideal partner, a very special connection. That's what you have the capability to attract your way. But you also have to be mindful of letting people go, or not even getting yourself entangled in drama with people that you know are just not meant for you. This is the next card. So 8 of Cups, it's about walking away in order for you to create change and evolution in your own life. Basically being able to claim this energy and coming towards it as the best version of yourself, because you have choices when it comes to love and romance. Okay, so all you need to do is to be able to choose wisely in order to be able to manifest this. So it seems to be coming in from your circle of friends. That's how you're going to make this love connection. So as far as a dating app, of course you have the prerogative to be able to do that, but I just feel through everyday life and the people that are already in your life who care for you and love you and have your back, you're going to make that love connection. Okay, so I'll leave it there. It looks pretty good. Thank you so much.
Davina's back.
Okay, Davina's back. Okay, so we'll get into your question, Davina. All right. And thank you everybody who's here. We appreciate you guys. And then in about maybe a half hour, we'll do the yes/no questions, if anybody has any. All right, so Davina. Okay, and then I wanted to do Scorpion Goddess next. Thank you guys for your patience while we navigate our way through this live stream here. All right, Davina, okay. I want to know if this is a good connection and if it's meant to be or what's in store. Okay, got you. All right, Davina. All right, glad to see you here. So you are a Capricorn. Christopher is a Libra. You guys just started dating. You want to know if this is a good connection, if it's meant to be, or what's in store. So let's go ahead and take a look at his energy here. Angels and spirit guides, please focusing on Christopher, Libra, and the connection with Davina, Capricorn. We do have endurance. Okay, so that's good. This is somebody who wants their relationship to be able to have time. And maybe he's very it didn't last. We do have the connect card right here. Now this is next though. We have indecision. So maybe right now, Davina, what's coming through is he's a little bit undecided as to what it is that he wants. That does not mean he's not into you. That does not mean he's not attracted to you. He absolutely can be. But maybe he's not sure whether he's looking for, let's just say, that type of relationship that can be forever, or if he's just really wanting to see where things go between the two of you. All right, so let's continue to take a look at that. We do have conflict, however, and the next card after that is feminine shadow. He could be keeping you in the shadows, Davina, and the reasons why somebody would do that right next to conflict, I don't know if he's still conflicted with maybe a prior relationship where he felt that that one was his person, and maybe at one point in time he felt that that was his forever. So there's conflict here. I don't know if you experienced third party here. All right, let's see. So he might still be hung up on an ex is basically what I'm picking up. Since you guys just started dating, this could still be a fairly new connection here. Angels and spirit guides, please, focusing on Davina Martinez, Capricorn, and Christopher Locke, Libra. What else can we find out about this love connection here? Okay, good, because, and this is the card after that. Ace of Wands, Six of Swords. So this is about leaving something behind. If he's stuck on an ex, if he's conflicted about that, that's why he can't make up his mind one way or the other, really what he wants. Maybe when you guys are together, he acts like he's not conflicted, but internally, I'm ultimately feeling that he is. And so that might be preventing him from committing fully. For example, if you guys were to turn this into a more committed partnership, but there is this opportunity for growth, and there is so much potential in the relationship. So that's actually a good thing. And then we've got the Eight of Pentacles. We do have the King of Pentacles, which is actually a great card, focusing on his masculine energy. King of Pentacles is somebody that you really can depend on. I don't know if he's well established in his career, maybe his money matters, that's looking up, or he's already established there. King of Pentacles is somebody who's very prosperous, very generous of their time, their love, their heart, or even their money. This is somebody who really has the capability to be your Prince Charming, so to speak, sweep you off your feet, that permanent and lasting love connection, you know. So as long as he's really willing to put in the work there, then this has the capability to be a really good love connection, I feel, you know. He just needs to be able to clear out these conflicts. I see through the Six of Swords that there's the possibility that he can actually do that, you know. Let's see, look at this. Look at that, Two of Cups. Look at this, Queen of Pentacles. So you represent this Queen of Pentacles. Here he is. This is you. This is what you guys can have together, that Two of Cups. A very happy future, the unity, this amazing connection between the two of you. So just give him a little bit of time, perhaps, Divina, to be able to figure out his conflicts and why he can't seem to make up his mind, because at the end of the day, it can't really move forward unless he decides to release whatever past baggage he's been holding on to, especially if it's got something to do with an ex. Yeah, but I do ultimately feel that he will put in the effort and the work for you guys to be a very happy couple together in the future. It even has the potential for marriage someday. And then bottom of the deck, we've got the Nine of Cups, which is wish fulfillment. So it looks really good, Divina, as far as the future and what's going on between you and Christopher. You know, so he just needs to really release past baggage and any ties that he might still have to the past with ex-partnerships that didn't work out. Should he be able to do that, then that's not going to keep you in the shadow, because he's going to put you as a priority in his life where you're in the forefront. You're not going to be in the shadow. He's going to want to show you off. He's going to be very proud of the relationship. So it has all the capabilities and the possibilities for you guys to be happy and for this wish to come true. Okay, so pretty good outcome, I say. You guys are coming through as divine counterparts there. Thank you so much, Divina. Appreciate it. All right, who is next? Who is? Nope, not yet. Okay. All right, Scorpion Goddess. Is there a name? First name or names?
Dimitri?
Oh, want to know Demetrius' thoughts and feelings since I just found out he's been sleeping with his roommate's wife for 3 years and seeing me on and off for a year and a half. What is Scorpion Goddess's name?
Oh, shit.
Okay. All right, Scorpion Goddess. I'm going to do your reading here. If you could just provide my daughter with your first name, that would be great. Let's see. As well as Demetrius's sun sign. And yeah, that's it. I just need your name and his sun sign there, and we'll get into the message. So Demetrius, thoughts and feelings since you just found out he's been sleeping with his roommate's wife for 3 years and seeing you on and off for a year and a half. Oh boy. Okay, so that's a drama. Let's grab some insight here. Angels and spirit guides, please, focusing on Scorpion Goddess. Do we have a name? First name? Okay, that's okay. I'll just refer to you as Scorpion Goddess.
Miranda?
Oh, Miranda? Perfect. Okay, Miranda. All right. Do we have a sun sign, Aquarius, for Demetrius? Okay, got it. Hold on, let me write this down. And Aquarius for Demetrius. Okay, got it. Thank you, Miranda. All right, let's get into the messages here. So we'll be focusing on Demetrius's energy. Angels and spirit guides, please, focusing on Demetrius, Aquarius, and the connection with Miranda, Scorpio. All right, let's see what's going on here. It's drama already. We see that. He's coming through as a karmic partner, Miranda, and basically there's the challenge, you know, because he is coming through as somebody who might be very self-absorbed with his wants, his needs. He's putting himself first instead of you, and that's not a good thing. So he does a lot of thinking, but he's ultimately not making the right choices, as we can clearly see from the whole situation there. Let's see what else. So he's got some karmic lessons for sure that needs to... Oh man, look at this. Conflict. I've shuffled this deck and the same cards are popping up. Conflict. And then we've got indecision. Clearly, he's unable to decide what he wants. You know, it's almost like he wants his cake and eat it too. Look at this. We have bondage. You know, it's almost like he feels like he's not ready to get his hands tied, and that's why he can't make up his mind what he wants. Maybe he's in player mode. Maybe he just wants to get into a casual physical connection and not really wanting to take things further. I mean, we'll grab some tarot, of course. And then we've got boredom. So here's the thing. When somebody gets bored in a partnership, they tend to look elsewhere, unfortunately. And it seems that that's what's going on here. You know, he likes to spend time with you, but at the same time, he's sleeping around with somebody else's spouse. And that's the whole reason perhaps for the on and off situation, because he's so conflicted, you know. And I'm sure you guys have great times together, but he's also having some good times with somebody else. Look at this. So we've got the Hierophant, which could be tapped into a spiritual lesson that needs to be learned. It's right next to the karmic partner. And maybe that's a lesson that you're being directed to learn here, because I'm ultimately seeing, as long as he's undecided, he's not wanting to get his hands tied or be bound to a partnership by way of marriage, for example, then his commitment is not there, you know. Look at this. We've got the Ten of Cups, which of course, it's a beautiful energy. It's a great card. You know, that whole happily ever after type situation, the fairy tale ending, being able to manifest all your dreams in love and romance. He thinks about those things, and maybe he does want those things, but he can't make up his mind what he wants or how to go about making that happen. Look at this. Three of Swords, right next to conflict. There's this silhouette here of three people. So yeah, that's pretty much what's going on here. You know, he can't seem to make any progress because he doesn't know what he wants. Or he knows what he wants, and what he's wanting is the drama. What he's wanting is to have his cake and eat it too. So he's not possibly stressing over a third party here. He's conflicted because he wants both scenarios maybe. So it's difficult, no doubt. We've got the Strength card right here. Ace of Cups. Okay, so first of all, the Ace of Cups taps into the need to fill your own cup. It starts with you, you know, to be able to love yourself enough to have the strength, that inner strength, to be brave enough to get yourself out of a situation where you know it's just going to end up hurting you and breaking your heart. Because this right here, it's a very challenging situation. So this is one of those things, Miranda, where you got to empower yourself, because you deserve better. You deserve a new chapter in love and romance with somebody who's not undecided as to what they're wanting, who's not feeling conflicted between you and somebody else. You can have this Ten of Cups through a new beginning, not necessarily with Demetrius, however. You know, it's one of those things truly where you deserve the world and he is not capable of offering that to you. Now, there's a way of karma teaching people as to what's going on. You've got the Four of Cups right here. So I feel if somewhere down the line he realizes that he wants you, he wants for you guys to maybe get married, be exclusive, by the time he figures all of that out, it might be too late. This right here represents his regrets and possible missed opportunity to be with you. This is so interesting. We've got the Devil card right now. See? He's tempted by something else, someone else. He's feeling bound maybe to somebody else at this point. Could have a lover on the side. Could be dealing with a Gemini as well. You know, so this really does come down to the decisions and the choices that are made. He clearly is making some poor choices, but you don't have to put up with that. You don't have to deal with that. So it's time for you to claim this new beginning for yourself, Miranda, and find a different situation with somebody where you feel the compatibility, you see a future with that person, not someone who's just giving you breadcrumbs. You know, you deserve way better than what Demetrius is offering you. All right, so welcome in that new beginning, but it really does start with you first. And once you empower yourself and remove yourself from this situation where he has the capability to really break your heart, look what's coming in. You've got the Wheel of Fortune. You see, it's a part of your destiny to be able to be happy. So you can have that, and all you need to do is claim it. Okay, so I'll leave that there. Thank you so very much for your question. All right, what's next, Karen? Nope, nope, haven't done Margaret. All right, Margaret.
I'm a Virgo and a widow. Would like to see what's.
Okay, Margaret. So I'm just waiting for your information, and then we'll get into your reading here. And thank you guys for everybody who's tuned in, even those that couldn't stick around.
What's ahead of me?
Okay. Sun sign?
Virgo sign.
Virgo sign. Okay. So
Margaret.
okay, can I have this page?
Yeah.
Is Nancy next?
Yeah.
Okay, so Nancy, I'll do your reading after Margaret. All right, Margaret. So Virgo, a widow, would like to see what's ahead. Okay, let's take a look at that, shall we? All right, so let's grab some letters like I did earlier. We'll grab some letters, zodiacs, descriptions of who you could attract your way. Angels and spirit guides, please, focusing on Margaret, Virgo. What's coming in as far as love connections for Margaret? Possible letters that could be a part of their name, starting with a C. We have W, that could be someone's initials. We have an F. Let's grab a few more. We have an N, and these could already be people that are already in your life. That you might not see them in a romantic way, but things could change. Okay. All right, let's see. We have an E. All right, so those are some possible letters there. Let's grab some zodiacs for you of who it is that you could attract. Margaret. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Margaret. Virgo. All right, so we're starting with Cancer. And it can be Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. We've got Aquarius. For Margaret, Virgo, what else? New love connections. We have Aries popping up. We've got double Aquarius showing up. Do you have Aquarius in your chart? That's possible. Let's see what else. We have Capricorn as well. So you could even connect with another earth sign here. Let's grab a couple more. We have double Cancer. Look at that. We've got doubles popping up. So yeah, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus for a future love connection here, Margaret. I can't believe it. Look, somebody's got a lot of Aquarius in their chart. Okay, and then we've got Scorpio. So any of those combinations that are popping up here, double Cancer, triple Aquarius, Aries, Capricorn, and Scorpio. So those are possibilities as to who it is that you might connect with in the future. Okay, so let's grab some descriptions like we did earlier and who it is that you might be able to connect with and meet. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Margaret, Virgo. New love connections. Who is coming in for you? Somebody with a great sense of humor. So this is somebody that will make you laugh and somebody who could be really fun to be with. Ooh, tall, dark, and delicious. Okay, so this could be somebody that you're really attracted to, very tall in stature. Somebody that you could be really attracted to here, and they attracted to you. You and your person will have a substantial age gap between the two of you. So if you don't mind that, you know, it could go either way. Either you're the older counterpart or the younger one, but there will be a bit of an age gap there. And somebody who loves animals. Let's grab a couple more. This is somebody as well who perhaps loves to stay fit, loves to be active and exercise. Maybe that's something of interest to you as well. Margaret, let's grab one more. Okay, so your person, somebody new that could come in, might have light or blonde hair, blue or green eyes, but then again, we also have tall, dark, and delicious. So that could be describing maybe a couple of people that come into your life romantically. So you've got some suitors for sure that may present itself to you. So let's grab some advice from the tarot deck here. For Margaret, Virgo, new love connection. Is there a possibility of new love coming in? Angels and spirit guides, please, for Margaret, Virgo. So we do have the Emperor coming in, but that Emperor card is coming up in the reverse. So you might have dealt with maybe a masculine Aries in the past. Doesn't have to be Aries, but the Emperor represents that. So it's in the reverse. Maybe you've dealt with somebody who was a bit of a control freak, somebody who was very cold, more tapped into their headspace rather than their heart, you know. So take that if it applies, because this could have been somebody that you connected with in the past that just wasn't good for you. So it's time to release that type of energy. We do have the Ten of Swords here. So there was a situation that fell apart perhaps, or maybe you feel defeated because a relationship ultimately did not last. It was a painful ending. And I know you mentioned that you are a widow, so this ending might have come about as a loss of your, you know, your spouse here or significant other. We do have the Five of Swords. So this right here represents some sort of conflict here. So just something to be mindful of, especially if that's something that you've already endured in the past. But there are some changes that are wanting to come in, because you do have the Knight of Cups, who could ultimately be a very romantic person coming in. This is somebody who opens up their heart to the idea of love. And I actually wasn't one of the cards that presented itself here. As we see, sense of humor, they love animals, we've got some descriptions, tall, dark, and delicious. And then there was the one with the age gap that we saw, because the Knight of Cups for me represents maybe a younger gentleman, a younger divine masculine, very romantic, however. So you have the capability to connect with somebody who might be younger than you, if you don't mind that. And then you've got the Magician right here. So what this is telling you here, Margaret, is you really have the capability to manifest your ideal partner that you could really build a life with. This is a very positive outcome as far as the direction that your love life is going to take. Okay, so I don't know how long it has been since you've been a widow. If it has been a while, maybe there's more healing that needs to happen there, but in time you will be presented with the opportunity to welcome new love in. So I don't think you're going to have any issues as far as being able to manifest that in your life. The Magician does represent Gemini and Virgo, so you might also connect with either another Virgo or even a Gemini, somebody who could have both of those signs in their chart as well. Okay, so as far as you being able to attract love into your life, I don't think that's going to be an issue. I feel whatever you might have experienced in the past, that there is healing that needs to happen there. And once you're able to really open yourself up fully to the opportunity of finding someone new, you will be able to attract that. Okay, so thank you so much, Margaret. I appreciate it.
We missed somebody by accident.
Okay.
Raven.
Okay.
So
So Nancy's next, though, right?
well, we skipped this person. She just told me.
Okay, that's fine.
Oh, I'm sending you the picture.
Okay. So we will get to everyone. Oh, all right. So Nancy, I apologize. I was just getting something else. If you saw me do, you will be next. Okay, so this is Raven. What do I need to know about my career and money? I'm a Virgo Sun, Aquarius Moon, Taurus Rising. Okay. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at that for you. All right. So let's grab some insight on you being able to bring in abundance into your life. So we'll do that. All right, and then we'll take a look at some life purpose energies there. All right, Raven. Career and money matters. So we'll grab some from the Oracle messages and then we'll get into some tarot messages here. Angels and spirit guides, please focusing on Raven. Is the Hermit reference to, oh yeah, Virgo, duh, Virgo Sun. Virgo Sun, Aquarius Moon, Taurus Rising. Got it. All right, let's grab a card from here. So block out distractions. Let me grab one more from this deck. And then we have successful funding. Okay, bottom of the deck, do the work. All right, so let's see what that's about. So your life purpose and other priorities need your undivided attention. So it's time for you to take charge of your schedule and working environment by turning off electronics and avoiding anyone or anything that distracts you from what's important. You already know what these distractions are and you have the power to responsibly block them out. So in other words, surround yourself with people that can actually uplift you on your journey when it comes to your career and being able to bring in that abundance, because some people might be creating more of a distraction from your goals and preventing you from actually manifesting those things. And then we've got successful funding. Your idea is divinely guided and supported by the same infinite wisdom of God that gave you the idea. Do not allow money concerns to prevent you from turning it into reality. Crowdfunding, partnerships, and other investments are available to you. I mean, take that if it makes sense, especially if you are the type of person that's been thinking about maybe going into business for yourself or any part of that message that makes sense for you. And then we have do the work. It's not enough to dream or pray. You've also got to take the positive action steps that you are being divinely guided to take. Consistently working on your priorities will make them flourish like a lush flower garden. Like for me personally, and you know, I totally get the Virgo energy because I'm Virgo Sun also. I am the type of person that has to see it. Like I'll make a list of A, B, C, whatever needs to be done in order to prioritize the more important stuff from the less important stuff. So maybe that might be something that could ultimately help you to be able to manifest whatever it is that you're dreaming about and praying about or hoping for when it comes to manifesting more in your career and your finances, right? So let's go ahead and grab some advice from a couple more decks and then we will grab some tarot advice here for you. All right, so this one is by Firewitch Tarot. This deck does contain profanity, just FYI. All right, so let's see. Some additional advice for Raven, Virgo, Sun, Aquarius, Moon, Taurus, Rising. Angels and spirit guides, please. What do we need to know here? All right, here we go. What's the advice? Be smart with your money. Okay, so if, for example, maybe you've been tapping yourself out or buying things that you don't need, you know, or even the need to invest, maybe just stretching that dollar to be able to work for you. Okay, let's see what else. Look at the next card. All right, so this is what's next. Don't half-ass shit. Give 110%. So as long as you give 110% towards your goal, towards your career, your life purpose, your finances, you should ultimately be very successful. And I absolutely love this bottom of the deck. Windfall of money is coming your way. So if you have been, let's just say, either struggling or maybe things are coming up short for you financially, just know that that will improve. Okay, things have the capability to turn around for you, okay? And I wanted to grab one more oracle message. Let me open this deck here. So this is the Money and Career Oracle. Let's grab another card and then we will clarify with tarot. So whatever it is that you're focused on career-wise, as long as you, look at this, manifesting books. So I don't know if your livelihood, your career, has something to do with learning something or the need for books in order to be able to hone your skills in something. Maybe that's why that's coming through. We also have address your fears, insecurities towards your abundance. So if, for example, there's a particular career path that you're wanting to follow, but maybe you're allowing your fears to stop you from manifesting those things, that could be why that's bringing that up, all right? As well as blocking out the distractions. So let's grab some advice here for you, Raven, and let's see what else. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Raven, Virgo, Sun, Aquarius, Moon, and Taurus rising. Finances and abundance, career opportunities. You're coming in as the Queen of Cups. Okay, so as the Queen of Cups, you need to rely on your intuition, your heart, what it's telling you, career choices that you have made, poor choices perhaps that you have made as well, because you're coming in as the Empress, which is an amazing energy in a career and money reading, because the Empress is known to be very abundant and has the power to be able to create whatever it is that you're wanting to create in your life. So as long as you remove the distractions, the blockages, anything that might be standing in the way of you manifesting everything and anything that you could ever want, you can manifest it. You have the power within you to be able to make it happen. Look at this. Two of Wands, it's about planning for the future. You know, you always have a couple of paths, especially when this card pops up. You have the capability to either stay where you're at, and maybe it's not fulfilling you, maybe it's just not feeding your soul, your passion, or you have the capability to go in a different direction to be able to manifest more. And you have the capability to do that. Now look at this. So we do have the King of Cups, Queen of Cups. So this right here could be an equal match, a very compatible match in a work situation. You know, so if, let's just say you don't have your own business or your own company, and if you work for somebody, this right here is somebody who would be a really good boss, a really fair employer, somebody who is very caring about their employees. Okay, so this right here, King of Cups, this is somebody who loves what they do. I feel this is somebody who has found their career, their path in life. You know, you could ultimately also be dealing with a Pisces. This is someone who's balanced. This is someone who's in control of their destiny. They know what it is that they want. So this might ultimately be a really good match for you, Raven, as far as work environment. This is somebody who has your back, basically. But you coming in, Queen of Cups, Empress, you can manifest all of the abundance that you have the capability to bring in. Okay, and then we do have the Six of Swords. So you're heading more towards these calmer waters. If, for example, you've had experiences in your career, jobs that you didn't like, or even co-workers that might have not been very nice, or situations that weren't ideal for you, there's this need to transition away from that and to leave it behind and move on, because what's ahead of you looks pretty darn good. I feel you have the capability to manifest not just more money, but the career of your dreams. Okay, so just don't allow your fears and insecurities to stop you from manifesting all of those things, because you have the capability to bring all of it in. All right, so I'll leave that there. Thank you so much for your question. All right, Cameron, who's next? Okay, so Nancy, let's get into your reading here. And thank you everybody who's requested a super chat here. All right, so let's move on. All right, so Nancy, let me go ahead and take a look at your question here.
Is it the paper?
Yep. Okay. What can I expect with love within the next few months? I'm dealing with a fire sign and air sign, Gemini and Sagittarius. Will either one come back? Okay. So Nancy, what is your sun sign, please? Oh, thank you so much, Elizabeth. I appreciate it. All right, so let's find out what's going on with your Gemini, and then we'll look into the Sagittarian.
I'm a Gemini.
Okay, so Nancy, you are Gemini. Okay, so you're both Geminis for one situation. Okay, got you. All right, let's get into it. So let's take a look at your Gemini. Angels and spirit guides, please focusing on Nancy and the Gemini connection. Nancy, Gemini, as well as the other person representing Gemini. So since you're saying will either one come back, so these are people that you are not with right now. Okay, let's see. All right, let's take a look at your Gemini's energy. They are confused. Lovely. All right, let's see what else here. This is somebody that doesn't know what they either want or they can't make up their mind. We do have discern coming in. Okay, so there could be some red flags popping up with the Gemini here. You know, some realizations that they have had. We have confident, and then the card after that is overload. So I feel your Gemini's energy is kind of all over the place. One second, this person knows what they want. The next, they don't. One second, they're feeling overwhelmed, almost as if time is running out to make a decision. So let's grab some insight here and see what's going on, Nancy, with your Gemini person. Angels and spirit guides, please, focusing on Nancy, Gemini, and her Gemini connection here. Yeah, they're confused about something. But that confusion, it kind of, it wavers, you know, they're not always confused. That's a part of the discernment. You know, this discernment right here, they come to their realizations about something. We've got the Fool. So that's a new beginning right there. Got the Three of Wands. We've got the High Priestess. So here you are, Divine Feminine. The intuition that you need to rely on when it comes to your Gemini person here. So this person wants a new beginning. This is about taking a look at what's ahead of them rather than what happened in the past. So maybe that's why this person isn't with you right now. Something might have happened between the two of you. But at the same time, this confusion needs to be cleared up. Look at this. Here you are again as the Empress. Divine Feminine, that's you. You know? So maybe this confusion can actually be cleared up in time. Especially if he's feeling overwhelmed. That could be ultimately the discernment, the realization that your Gemini has come to. That could be where the confidence is coming from. And then we've got the Ace of Cups. So when it comes to this person, they want a new beginning. They want a new chapter. Ultimately, it falls on them to be able to take action, to take that leap of faith for you guys to have a new chapter, a new beginning in this situation. So ultimately, maybe your Gemini will reach out and there's the possibility that you guys can get back together. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look at the Sagittarian's energy here. Okay, set that aside. I'm going to use the same deck, so I'm going to reshuffle these decks, these cards. Angels and spirit guides, please focusing on Nancy, Gemini, and the Sagittarian person of interest. All right, so what does this energy look like for the Sagittarian?
And they're both women, by the way.
Oh, they're both women. Okay, I apologize. Okay. Let's go ahead and see. All right, so let's see. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Nancy, Gemini, and the Sagittarian. Do either the Gemini or the Sagittarian, do they have a child or children from prior relationships? I'm just curious about that one. So anyway, the Sagittarian is coming up as a twin flame. So I don't know if you feel a stronger pull towards the Sagittarian here.
They both do.
Okay. Maybe that's why we've got the Empress energy coming through as well, that maternal influence. So as far as the Gemini though, they want a new beginning there. But your Sagittarian person coming in as a twin flame connection. Do you feel a stronger connection with the Sagittarian? They're coming in as, or with this very frustrated energy. Maybe part of that frustration is that, you know, there is distance here between the two of you. And then we have boredom. So what this is telling us with the Sagittarian is that they feel drawn to you, Nancy. Maybe life has been boring without you. I don't know if this is somebody that follows you on social media. I kind of just get that sense with this person on their computer. Okay, so let's grab some insight here. Angels and spirit guides, please, focusing on Nancy. All right, here we go. Nancy, Gemini, and Sagittarian, person of interest. Let's see. So we do have a reverse card, which is the Three of Swords. Okay, so that's actually good, especially if you have experienced heartbreak or any sort of pain in this connection with your Sagittarian, because this right here is a heart that is healing. Does any of that make sense? Like, have you experienced heartbreak or like a very painful breakup with the Sagittarian? We also have conflicts popping up here. So Five of Wands represents disagreements that you guys might have had. And that could explain why there's distance and time apart here. This is your divine feminine energy coming up again. So there's a lot to do with your intuition here, Nancy, when it comes to both scenarios. But look at this. You've got the Four of Wands with the Sagittarian here. The Four of Wands represents and is clarifying the twin flame connection. So Six of Cups, there's nostalgia here. There's memories. There are happy memories that you guys have shared in this connection. So there's a possibility that reunion can happen with the Sagittarian, but there's also the possibility that your Gemini might end up reconnecting, or at least wanting to reconnect with you. So it might be one of those situations where they both come towards you wanting to return, and therefore the decision ultimately falls on you, Nancy, which person you are going to choose. And that perhaps is why you've got the High Priestess coming through twice for both scenarios, because this is the need for you to rely on your gut instincts when it comes to both people here. You know, as long as you follow your heart, and if it feels right to you, whether regarding the Gemini or the Sagittarian, as long as you do that, then you're following your heart and more than likely will make the right choice. Okay, so yeah, it does seem there's a possibility for both of them to come back into your life. You just have to decide which direction you ultimately want to go. But I would have to say, if I had to choose, the Sagittarian is coming in as a stronger connection with a possibility for a stronger foundation in that relationship. Okay, so I will leave that there. Thank you so much, Nancy, for the super chat and your questions. Anybody else? So if anybody wants a yes/no response to a question, we're going to do some yes/no card pulls here.
Before the next person? Or?
Is there someone else?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I didn't realize we had someone else.
MT. The name is MT.
Okay. All right, guys. So this is going to be the last one. And then if I miss anybody, we'll give you guys instructions on how to email us at the end of the live stream. Okay. Okay, I'm Scorpio Sun. My husband's name, sorry.
His IT?
Oh, is IT? Capricorn. I would like to know if my husband will confess his betrayal. Okay. So I'm assuming you already know there has been a betrayal there, MT. All right, so let's look into that. Okay. Angels and spirit guides, please, focusing on, let's see, do we have a name for your husband?
That is his name.
Oh, IT. Sorry, I keep looking. Okay, IT. IT Capricorn, got it. Angels and spirit guides, please, focusing on IT Capricorn and the connection with MT Scorpio. All right, let's take a look at your husband's energies here. Contemplate, so he's doing a lot of thinking here. Divine partnership, I mean, that could certainly be representing the marriage, or at one point in time he saw you in that way. So I'm assuming the betrayal has something to do with infidelity. For MT, Scorpio, and Capricorn IT. Okay, the connection here. So at one point in time, MT, he really did see the connection as a very divine connection. So what's going on here? Oh, this is interesting. We have intimacy here. Now, of course, that could represent the intimacy between the two of you. But it's just the placement of the cards that I'm looking at. So let me move these guys over. We have soulmate, and then we have the elusive card. So as I've mentioned earlier in one of the other readings, this is somebody who doesn't always make themselves available to you. This elusive energy can sometimes represent somebody who's a little bit on the manipulative, tricky side because they're not making themselves available. So this could be someone who's spending time with other people. Maybe he feels he has made a connection with somebody else where he feels more drawn to that person. He could even feel like they are a soulmate to him. Now, I must say, because we do have the intimacy card right next to that, he could, of course, be having sexual relations with this person. It could also be where it might have started off as a physical connection and maybe he started to have some legitimate feelings for this individual. Okay, so let's grab some tarot here and see what else we can pick up. Angels and spirit guides, please, focusing on MT, Scorpio, and IT, Capricorn. Angels and spirit guides, please, for this connection. Okay, so will IT confess his betrayal? Let's see. Well, there's the betrayal. There's the deception. There are the secrets, the lies that he might have told you. That moon's energy right there represents that. And he knows it, you know, and he probably thinks about that and how he ultimately treated you. We've got the Magician. We do have the Knight of Wands. So there's a part of him that is wanting to tap into that Knight of Wands energy, just wanting to be a free spirit, wanting to explore outside of the marriage, outside of the connection, you know. The Magician right next to the Divine Partnership, at one point in time, you guys did manifest this relationship, and maybe for a time it was good, it was fantastic, but we clearly see there was some sort of deception that happened here. And sometimes, you know, that Knight of Wands can represent the player of tarot not really wanting to commit to the marriage, to the relationship. Interesting. We've got the Fool, okay? So, I mean, there's the possibility here, MT, for a new beginning between the two of you, but it's not going to happen if your husband, for example, doesn't take any sort of action to make that happen. So this might be directing you onto a different path to have a new beginning from this relationship. You are coming in as the Empress, okay? So you have the capability for abundance, to bring in that abundance into your life, to be able to create an amazing life for yourself, to possibly even connect with another love connection, could be a soulmate. So maybe I'm kind of just feeling here, ultimately, if he doesn't confess, what he's done, and I'm assuming this betrayal has something to do with infidelity. You're being offered a new beginning in love and romance, you know, to ultimately bring about this wish fulfillment in your life, for you to realize this dream to be happy in love and romance. If, even though he's your husband, if he can't actually manifest this moving forward because he's investing time and energy with other people, in a way, the universe is giving you another chance to be able to connect with somebody else who can play that role in your life, who can get you onto a path where you can find happiness again. Because as you can see right here with the Ace of Cups, there's new love that can come in for you. Somebody that you can connect with on a very strong soul level. So if your husband ultimately wants to keep the relationship, the marriage, the partnership intact, then he's going to have to create this new beginning for the two of you. But ultimately, I'm seeing here that either he's on the fence or he's really thinking how to have his cake and eat it too. Right now, I'm ultimately feeling he's just not making himself as available for you as he should be, you know? So part of the advice here for you with that Six of Swords is to move on, is to release it, because more than likely it's either not going to get better or you ultimately deserve better the longer time unfolds, and he's just not fessing up to what he's done, you know? So this reference to the Queen of Cups with the intuition, that keeps popping up here for a lot of the messages. And the same goes for your reading, MT. You know, as the Divine Feminine here, you need to rely on what your heart is telling you, what your gut is telling you. You know, you're coming in as a queen and he fails to recognize that. And as long as you trust your heart, your intuition, and what's ahead of you to be able to manifest this wish, to have a new beginning in love and romance, ultimately the way this is going to play out is he could have a lot of regrets later on down the line, because you might have already moved on to somebody else, or empowering yourself and being content on your own. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. But you're the Empress right here. You can create an amazing life either for yourself or with somebody new. Okay, so part of the advice, it seems here, for this mini reading here, MT, is to move on from it at this point in time. Okay, so I'll leave that there. Hopefully that gives you some direction and advice that's helpful. Thank you so much. All right, Cameron, anybody else?
We have more time?
If anybody's interested in a yes/no card pull, we'll probably do that for the next 5 minutes, and then we will wrap up the live stream. Okay, so
There's one more. There's more.
okay, so for anybody that I haven't gotten to today, you can email us at celestialforecasts@gmail.com. I'll have my daughter put that email address in the comments. And the subject line needs to be Super Chat Mini Reading. And I just need names of everybody involved, sun signs, a brief background on the situation, and one simple question for me to do your reading. And then we'll go ahead and send you your reading link within 5 business days, so excluding weekends. So
Celestialforecast@gmail.com.
yes. Okay, so that's for those that I did not get to today and donated a super chat. All right, so if anybody is interested in a yes/no card pull, okay, so that's being offered at $4.99 super chat, and we'll go ahead and allow you to ask your question. You can either do it privately, you can post it, it's totally up to you. You can speak it out loud wherever you are, focus on it, meditate on it, and, you know, then we'll grab a response, a yes/no answer for your question, if anybody's here that wants that.
Yes, Mandy wants to get her question asked, but not that.
Okay. Card pull, please. Okay. So anyone who's interested in a card pull, that would be a $4.99 super chat. And then we'll go ahead and grab a yes/no response for your question. So we'll probably be live for a few more minutes for anybody that's interested in that. And then we'll go ahead and wrap things up. Was Mandy the only one left?
No.
Oh, there were more. Okay. So yes, guys, anybody that I did not get to today, believe me, I will go ahead and do it. You will just receive it as a private YouTube link within 5 business days. So I will definitely get to your reading and you'll be able to view it at any given time. Okay, so we'll probably stay on for a few more minutes. If nobody wants a card pull, then we'll wrap it up in a few minutes. And this is just giving you guys, anybody who's interested, the opportunity to ask a yes/no question for either a love situation. It doesn't have to be about love. It could be about anything. It could be about career. It could be a health question. It could be anything. So that's for a $4.99 super chat. Anybody who wants a 1 card yes/no card pull. And again, thank you guys so very much for everybody that has tuned in today. Appreciate it. So yeah, we'll be doing these every Wednesday, unless, you know, specified otherwise, depending on my schedule, but I do plan on doing them every Wednesday, probably around the same time. If I have to adjust the time, I'll definitely announce it.
Maddie was asking, may I just ask 2 questions that equals to per $9.99?
Yes, or $9.99 or $4.99?
She spent that
Oh.
already, so I don't know.
Okay, I mean, it's totally, what is her name?
Mandy?
Mandy? Mandy, that's totally up to you, but I could definitely look deeper into it with an actual reading. But if you just want an answer to your question with the yes/no deck, we could do that. It's totally your call. Totally up to you. So we'll probably wrap up in a couple of minutes, guys, if nobody wants a card pull. And again, thank you everybody for those who did participate in the super chat. We appreciate it very much. And you're more than welcome to tune in tomorrow as well. Tomorrow is more of a general live stream where I do a reading for the collective, and then I will pull, or not pull, but I'll be doing a couple of mini readings towards the end.
She said she'll just send you an email.
Okay, that sounds good. All right. So we'll give it another minute. Anybody who would like a yes/no card pull, and if nobody, then we'll wrap it up. And that'll be it for the week. So anyone, yes/no response for your situation. $4.99 super chat. All right, so I think we're good for the week, guys. Appreciate everybody who has tuned in. So again, we will do these every Wednesday. So if I missed you today, or if you just didn't have a chance to submit your question, we're here every Wednesday. All right, guys. So thank you so very much for everybody who did attend and who spent time with us. We appreciate you all. We'll see you guys next week.